complicated machine, but in the cockpit it's pretty much like a regular truck, except there are lots of buttons and switches. I asked one of the real firefighters to show me how they work.
A fire truck works pretty much the same as a regular truck drives. We have a lot of extra buttons to deal with though, and I'm going to show you what some of those buttons do today. Up here we have buttons just like your regular truck does for lights and headlights and marker lights and those things. But then we also have over here one switch that turns on all the red lights all at the same time. I can turn off those lights individually if I want, but one switch will turn them on all at the same time when I turn that switch on. Then down here on the floorboard we have some buttons that if I push with my foot, they will activate the siren and make the siren go. And then over here is another one for the air horn. And then we have one more thing up here. It's another kind of siren, so we have two. And this siren is the electronic siren. And we can turn this on just by turning a switch up here.
Well, if you listen close, you probably noticed that fire trucks have different kinds of sirens, and they come from different places on the fire truck. This machine has 3 different sirens. This one here is the mechanical siren. That's the main siren that you hear most of the time. And right here, this is an electronic siren. It sounds more like an ambulance siren. They use that occasionally too. Now these are the air horns. These are the big horns that honk to warn the cars to get out of the way.
Fire engine, and this is used for pumping water. However, we do carry a couple of ladders, and this is how we store them and where we keep them. Back here is where the firefighter sits, and that's where he rides on his way to the fire. And in this compartment, we carry our water jug, and that's so that when we're fighting a fire, we get a little dehydrated. We can have a little water, and we carry fuses and assorted tools and things in that compartment. And then here we have what we call our engineer's pump panel. And this is where all the gauges and valves and things are that we can make water, divert water from one discharge to another, or open up another valve to let the water come from the hydrant into the pump. And here we carry extra air bottles. And these are the same bottles that we wear in our breathing apparatus. Back here we have the engine that drives this engine, makes it go, and makes the pump work. We also have the hose. We have our 4-inch hose, and there's enough hose here in this hose bed to go from here to about 5 blocks down the street. And on that side we have 2.5-inch hose, and there's enough hose in there to go 12 football fields long. And we use that hose to hook up to a fire hydrant and then get water from the fire hydrant to where the fire is. This is what we call a monitor. This is what we use on big fires because it can flow 1,000 gallons of water a minute. We can move it to any side of the engine we want, and it's so powerful that it can knock walls down. In these compartments here, we keep our first aid supplies, and we use these because we go out on a lot of people who have been hurt or are sick, and this is basically what we need to take care of them.
Dangerous jobs being a firefighter is to work on the bomb squad. This is the vehicle that pulls the trailer that has the container that holds the bomb. Now this is where they put the bomb if they think it might explode. This container is very, very thick, as you can see, and it's shaped in a V form so that if the bomb does explode, it explodes up into the air and not out to the sides where it can hurt people or vehicles. The clothing that the bomb squad wears is really interesting. What do you say we take a look at that now?
This is what we call a self-containment suit or a bomb suit. When the bomb technician goes up to work on a suspected bomb, he has to have this suit on. And as you can see down here, over his boots, he has this part of the suit to protect his feet. This is real hard right here. This protects his legs. It comes on up, and they're kind of like coveralls. This protects his body in case the bomb should go off. Now Now he wears a jacket that goes over this, and what we'll do now, we'll put the jacket on. Now this is very, very heavy. Okay, and as you can see, it fully protects him when he has this on. Step right under here. Go ahead and put the helmet on. Okay, and he's all set to go work on a device. He's fully protected. In case anything happens, kind of looks like a spaceman.
Fire boats are also used in fighting some fires. They come in all sizes and shapes.
The piece of equipment you see behind me is a Firetruck. Its primary function is to transport men and heavy equipment to the fire scene. It carries no water, it carries no hose. All of the equipment on it is used primarily for forcible entry, for salvage, and for overhaul operations. Now we'll step a little closer, take a little closer look.